Hello guys, how are you? I hope you liked our first video lesson on the content theories on motivation, and in continuation with that part 1 we present you another video lesson on content theories of motivation which we call part 2. In this we shall be covering the remaining content. Well, before we get to the business, a little bit about us. EduTap is a leader in RBI Grade B and NABARD Grade A and Grade B courses. Thanks to you all, we are really overwhelmed by the response given by you all and the trust all of you have shown. To share some of our credentials, 120 plus students have cleared phase 2 exam held in 2017 and 72 marks worth of paper in FM came from our notes. These are no lesser credentials. Out of 600 students, if 120 plus students who have cleared phase 2 exams were students of EduTap's enrolled courses, it means a big deal to us. Well, there is a video also available on the analysis of finance and management paper on a YouTube channel, which you can view on a YouTube channel. And there is also a video available for a question by question analysis of the FM paper, in which we discuss all the questions along with the options and answers. We also present evidence in that video that why are we claiming that these questions were from our notes by exactly showing you in which lesson of our notes, on which page that concept or fact was discussed, which was asked in the exam. Well, before we start the second part of the video, that is part 2 on motivation, let us discuss or recap what we discussed in the first part. In the first part we discussed what is motivation, different types of motivation, meaning of process and content theories. Then we discussed 3 important theories: Maslow's theory, Adler's theory and McClelland's theory. Now coming to motivational theories, we discussed in the first part that there are 2 types of motivational theories. One are content-based theories and the second is process-based theories. Content-based theories are also called humanistic approach to motivation. Content-based theories basically describe what motivates, whereas process-based theories describes how does people get motivated. This is the list of content-based theories we discussed in the first part of the video. Out of these 3 we have already discussed, and the next 3 we are going to discuss in this video. Apart from that, we will also discuss theory Z. So we start with the Herzberg's 2-factor theory. Herzberg actually differentiates between satisfaction and dissatisfaction. He says that if the person is not dissatisfied, it does not necessarily mean that the person is satisfied. So he takes 2 factors into account. One is hygiene factors and another are motivators. The hygiene factors are the one which decides whether the employee is dissatisfied or not dissatisfied. Let's take an example. He says that salary is an hygiene factor. If there is a low salary, person would be dissatisfied, but if person is given a high salary, person would not be dissatisfied. But he says that high salary means person would not be dissatisfied, but that does not mean that the person is satisfied. There he differentiates between being not dissatisfied and being satisfied. He says that there are separate set of factors which are called motivators, which decide a pure satisfaction level. Well, let's take an example of motivator. As per him, the motivator can be like challenging work. If you are given a challenging work, then you feel satisfied. If you are not given a challenging work, then you feel not satisfied, right? So he clearly differentiates between dissatisfaction and satisfaction and align them with 2 factors. The one is called hygiene factors, the another one is called motivators. This Herzberg's 2-factor theory is also called dual factor theory or motivation hygiene theory. Now Herzberg's 2-factor theory, as we said, lies on 2 important aspects. One is hygiene factors, second are the motivators. Let's see what are the motivators as per Herzberg. As per Herzberg, the motivators are achievement, recognition, work itself, or the challenging work, responsibility and advancement. And as per him, the hygiene factors are company policies, salary, working conditions, job security or the interpersonal relations. So again, let's take an example. Suppose you have very poor working conditions, right? Your cubicle is very small, there is no proper air ventilation, so it means your hygiene factors are not good, so you will be dissatisfied with your job. But the company is giving you good work, it's very challenging, you are able to achieve something by doing that challenging work, it means you would be satisfied. So in this example, the employee was dissatisfied with poor working conditions, but on the other hand he is satisfied because of good motivators such as challenging work and achievement. Now let's take an example or sum it up here using a diagram. In the first box on the left, the staff is dissatisfied and unmotivated, right here. Then some hygiene factors are introduced, like high salary is given. So the staff is not dissatisfied because the hygiene factors are as per their expectations, but still they are unmotivated because they do not have the motivators to get motivated, right? Then they introduce motivational factors also, like giving employees some challenging work or growth opportunities. So here the staff becomes both satisfied and motivated, right? Very simple, just understand the concept. Now Herzberg's two-factor theory also, based upon these conditions, describe four situations which are possible. These four situations basically are based on the level of motivation and hygiene which is being given to the employee. So here the motivation is increasing and here the hygiene is increasing. Let's see what those four situations are. This is the first situation where motivation is high but hygiene is low. So here employee would be motivated, but it would have lot of complaints like poor working conditions or low salary, but he would be motivated because he would have good amount of challenges, or he would feel that he is achieving something, or he has growth opportunities. The second option is where the hygiene is more but the motivation is less. Here the person would have few complaints because the hygiene factors are good, but he will not be motivated because the motivators are not present up to a certain level. The third situation is the ideal situation where motivation and hygiene factors are both up to a good level and employee feel both motivated and has fewer complaints. The fourth level is the worst situation where both the hygiene and motivation is less, employee feels demotivated and he has lot of complaints. Herzberg also stresses on job enrichment because as per him the real motivators are like challenging work, achievement, growth opportunities, and that all can come by job enrichment. That is, a person should be given more responsibilities. That is the definition of job enrichment. Job enrichment basically means like your boss is going on leave and they give you extra work or responsibility of your boss, then you feel responsible, you have that motivator in you which starts working. So this is an example of job enrichment. You will learn more about job enrichment in the unit on HRD. What are the implications of Herzberg theory? The first implication of Herzberg theory is the difference between movement and motivation. Herzberg says when you do whatever you are asked to do, that is movement, but when you do what you want to do, that is called motivation, right? And the second one is, or the second implication is that as per Herzberg, the real motivators are the challenges in the work, the achievement in the work, the growth opportunities, or the increased responsibilities. The factors or the hygiene factors like salary or the working conditions cannot be the real motivators for the work. Herzberg also explained a concept of kita. Kita unfortunately stands for a very bad language word called kick in the ass. Herzberg used this word for a reason. He says that a kita is a kind of a technique used by employer to make employee work. But he says that kitas can never be the real motivators, though the employer can make employee work by using kitas, but in longer term they will never work. He explained that there can be three types of kitas. The first one is negative physical kita, in which employer intimidate the employee by giving them some frightening situations, like they will be chunked out of the company, or they will be not be given any promotions like this. The second one is negative psychological kita, in which employer plays or the manager plays emotional games with the employee and make them work. The third one is positive kita, in which employer gives kind of uh, certain biscuits we give to the dog. So like they give promotion to an employee. This is called a positive kita. But Herzberg says that none of these kitas are real motivators and will not work in the long. Okay, let's do a concept check question on Herzberg theory, which will help you to apply and verify that whether your understanding of Herzberg theory is correct or not. Suppose a company is doing very good or skilled work. Ram and Sham are employees in the same company. Ram is having a challenging work, but he's not having good salary. But on the other hand, Sham is having good salary, but he's not getting challenging work as Ram. Which of the following would be true as per Herzberg theory? This is a very easy question. I would read out the options, but they're very confusing. But if you would have understood the concept, you would have easily marked the correct answer. The first option is Ram would be satisfied, but Ram would not be dissatisfied. Now Ram is having challenging work, so he is satisfied, but he's not having good salary, so he would be dissatisfied. So the first option is wrong. That says Sham is having good salary, it means Sham is not dissatisfied, but he is not getting challenging work, which means Sham is not satisfied also. And that's what option B is. Sham would not be dissatisfied, yes, because he's having good salary, but Sham would not be satisfied, yes, because he's not getting challenging work. So the answer is B. Yes, here. Now we will see the relationship between Maslow's, Herzberg's, Erdős and McLelland's theory. Maslow, Erdős and McLelland we discussed in the part 1 of motivation theories. Herzberg we have discussed in this video. Relationship is very simple. All of them now stresses on lower order needs and higher order needs. It's just that how they distribute it. Maslow's distribute into 5 needs, Erdős 3, Herzberg distribute them into hygiene and satisfy factors, and McLelland into affiliation, power and achievement needs. But overall, see, all the lower order needs are here in the yellow boxes. So social safety and physiological needs of Maslow are equivalent to existence and relatedness factor of Erdős, are equivalent to hygiene factor of Herzberg. McLelland does not have anything for physiological and safety factors, though he says that affiliation is one need which corresponds to social of Maslow. And in the higher order needs, which are highlighted in pink boxes, Maslow have given 2 needs, esteem and self-actualization. Erdős putly put one for it, that is growth. Herzberg called them satisfiers, which really motivates people. And McLelland called them need for power and need for achievement. So the relationship is very simple to see, and I think is very important for the exam. If I would have been the exam setter, I would have definitely put question on this concept. Now we move on to 2 theories, theory X and theory Y, given by Douglas. Douglas said that there are 2 type of managers or the leaders, theory X leaders and theory Y leaders. Theory X leaders have certain assumptions about their employees, that employees dislike work, they are lazy, they dislike responsibility, and they must be coerced to perform, that they must be frightened to perform. Theory Y leaders have certain assumptions about their employees, which are like that employees like work, they take responsibility, they are creative, they can seek or exercise self-direction. So these are entirely 2 different dimensions as per Douglas. Theory X managers typically like to be authoritative, that they try to boss their subordinates. Though theory X has some negative connotation attached to it, but it can be really good for repetitive and disciplined tasks where everything needs to be monitored and everything needs to be in control. Theory Y, the keywords attached to it are participative. Theory Y leaders are participative. They take care of their subordinates. They always ask their opinion. They give them freedom. It's good where skilled task needs to be performed or creative task needs to be performed. Another dimension of theory X and theory Y is theory X leaders believe that employees work on Maslow's lower level needs, that they want to achieve the lower level needs as per Maslow's hierarchy. Theory Y assumes, or theory Y leader believes, that employees want to achieve higher level needs of achievement and recognition, and that's why they should be given responsibility and freedom, and then only they should be able to exercise their creativity. Though theory X and Y both can be applicable to different situations, but it's theory Y which is mostly preferred most of the times, especially in this globalized world. Now let's do a concept check on theory X and theory Y. This concept check is pretty easy. It's based on the factual knowledge that we discussed just in the previous part of this video. Now, Ram and his wife are two managers in the same company. Ram is more of a person who believes that salary and job security are more important in life. He likes to threaten and motivate people. Ram's wife is an outgoing person who gives importance to achievement and recognition and doing what one can do. Which of the following is true statement? The first statement is that Ram and his wife have opposing views in life. That's true, as Ram wants security and his wife wants recognition. Ram is theory X type while his wife is theory Y type. That is also true. Both are at lower levels of Maslow's hierarchy. That is wrong, because Ram is theory X and he is at lower level of Maslow's hierarchy. His wife is theory Y and she is at higher level of Maslow's hierarchy. Option B is Ram and his wife have same views as job security will ultimately lead to recognition. That is entirely wrong option. You should be immediately able to reject this. Ram and his wife, option C now, Ram and his wife have opposing views in life, as Ram wants security and his wife wants recognition. That's true. Ram is theory X type while his wife is theory Y type. That is also true. Ram is at lower level needs of Maslow while his wife is at higher level needs to Maslow. That's true. So option C is the answer here. Okay, let's move ahead. So we will discuss about theory Z now. Theory Z is kind of an extension to theory X and Y and was given by William Auchi. He was a Japanese and he made this theory just to emphasize on the point that why Japanese are more successful than Americans, though Americans have advanced technologies and better means at their hands. According to Auchi, or as per theory Z, why Japanese are more successful? Because the employers believe in the loyalty of their employees. They want to give them a stable job and they want to care about their family and culture, which makes employees loyal to their employers. What makes them successful is also participative management. Employers in theory Z believe that employees should participate in the decision making of the company. Theory Z also believes that employees should be generalists rather than specialists in one area. So therefore it says that job rotation is a very important part in the company, where an employee should get idea about all the areas in the company, then only he can become a journalist and can participate in the decision making. So let's do a concept check. Ram is working in a company which follows theory Z. Ram does the following. Ram is giving emphasis on job alignment and job enrichment. He gives job security to the employees, which help in higher productivity. He gives clear commands to the employees and takes all his decisions individually so that speed becomes fast. D. He promotes working in groups and gives confidence to all the employees. The question is, which of the following is not as per theory Z? Now, here, these type of questions were also asked in RBI exam. So they will give you 4 options. And then they will combine these options to make it more confusing, like A and C, B and D, only A, only C. But these questions, though, can be a little bit confusing, but if you have your concept clear, then it should not be really difficult to crack these questions. Let's see how. So the first option, Ram is giving emphasis on job alignment and job enrichment. This is true, right? So the question is not as per theory, so A is not the answer. So we just reject the options which have A. He gives job security to the employees, which help in higher productivity. This is right. They give job security to the employees, which promotes employee loyalty in theory Z. So option B is right as per theory Z, but the question is asking which is not. So this option also gets rejected. So the only option which is remaining is only C. Let's see what is the option C is. Option C is he gives clear commands to the employees and takes all his reason individually so that speed becomes fast. This is wrong as per theory Z, because theory Z believes in participative decision making, and this is not as per theory Z, hence the answer should be only C. Now what should be the follow-up to this video? We have explained all the important motivation theories in two videos now, part 1 and part 2. After viewing these videos, your concept should be clear. Now what should be the next steps? You should read our comprehensive notes which have lots of examples to make it more clear to you what does each theory stands for. Then we have summary sheets for quick revision, so that what all you have studied or viewed in a video, you are quickly able to revise that using the summary sheet. Then we have worksheets for concept building. We have repeatedly emphasized on the fact that worksheets, or rather the concept building, is very important. You should not only read, but you should also learn to apply concepts, and that's what our worksheets are for. Our worksheets consist of MCQs, filling the blanks, true, false, and match the column. That should really help you to build a strong foundation to even make your concepts stronger ever than before. Then we have basic MCQs, which will just test your basic knowledge. This shall give you confidence that yes, you have covered everything from the topic and you know the basic definitions. Then there will be advanced MCQs, including case study based MCQs that are asked in the exam. These questions would be little conceptual, will test your conceptual knowledge, and these type of questions are basically asked in 2 markers in RBI grade B exam. If you are not aware about our RBI grade B course which we have launched for 2018, let us introduce to our 2018 RBI grade B course which has been already launched. The course is totally updated and the content has been revamped. All the important or unimportant theories, formulas, numericals have been included in the course. There would be videos on all the topics for interactive learning, like this video, whether any topic on management, whether any topic on finance, economics, social issues, current affairs, there would be videos on all the topics. There would be summary sheets for quick revision, there would be worksheets for concept building that we have already discussed, and there would be regular tests after 2-3 chapters. Guys, regular monitoring is very important. What you are studying, are you able to retain it? Are you able to apply that knowledge? That is very important, and for that purpose we will be regularly taking tests after every 2-3 chapters, so you gain confidence and you are able to realize what your strengths and weaknesses are. Then there would be one live session after every 15 days in which we shall be interacting with you, we shall be answering your queries, we shall be sharing the recent updates with respect to the exam. We shall also be sharing more insights into how to prepare for the exam, how much time should be devoted each day for each section. Like this, we will be handling many other areas in these live sessions. And as we discussed, there would be 2-level MCQs, basic and case study based, in all the topics of this course, whether it's finance, management, economics and social issues, whether current affairs. In case you want to view our analysis on the management section of the phase 2 exam, please click here. In case you want to view the course offerings for the 2018 course which we have launched, click here. In case you want to view some free sample material, or you want to view 2017 memory based phase 2 paper, please sign up on our website, click here.